are called the pan.
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. But what if I wanted to...
What are they?
Well spot. This tiny piece is what's...
I have. Miss Middledale's dungeon is full of...
She puts them in all her inventions.
That's right. They've...
I remember the arm moved. When I tried with...
Not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it.
You know what part's supposed to move, and how it's... So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move.
Not a bad idea. You see? So, now that we've taken stock of the...
I think we've got...
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it.
And the arms go on the... and then the arm...
Very good. Ah.
Yes!
Well, with...
Oh, I just put the pieces together.
That's right.
Her hairs.
Yeah. Hairs for the future. She's showing us a secret.
What do you think, Sid?
With a little more help from Miss Middledale and Miss Shirley.
You hear that?
Until then, though.
Hey, look!
You don't think Sid for...
We're all gonna die! You hear me?
I heard the Emperor was impaled. It seems the hideaway is lost.
There's a storm coming soon. Will there be...
Well, did you saw...
It was as you thought. They dismantled them to see how they work.
Oh, no.
Thankfully, she won't. Although I was the one who ended up...
I'm so sorry, Sid. I shall see that the children...
Please, there's no need. She'd have them follow in her footsteps.
I see. Sid.
She told me it was because her studies had been interrupted by events in...
No. It isn't. To anyone else it would be an opportunity. But to Mid... But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever...
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life.
Ah, you've given them far more than that.
Lawsman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind.
Valicia, the young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew.
That's actually why I'm here.
So the fabled Sanbrequois delicacy... Now, Skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the what?
Dragon livers.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very colour of the sea beside which...
So we know where to look for our liver. But what a...
Saint's bonnet, in contemporary parlance. A herb which grows along the north. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone. So I'm sure you'll have no trouble. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life.
Meaning that if I find one...
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once...
wasn't expecting you back. Best of luck out there, Sid.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Canville was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
The bandits may be no more, but look what they've left us with.
It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
The gentlemen of the town guard.
Could be I know something.
Clyde, I found someone who says he's heard the...
Have you?
Go on.
All right, it's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever will pay her price, be they knight or knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Delamil? Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, but if you're not the... But it'd be a bolder man than me. Feeling bold, traveler? Now, if that's all,
Sorry to have kept...
You don't think Nan's the Reap?
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Eh? What do you mean? Good question.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of...
All right, but be careful, Clive.
You too, Goot.
The gentlemen of the town guard are strapped. What a mess.
You fought very...
No use calling Ambrosia now.
Safety of the town is in our hands.
Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
Just you, is it? Thought I might have...
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So...
That's up die a slow death, boys. He's...
Leave now and we can pretend this didn't happen. Go on.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed, he only wanted that bull of a manservant. You weren't evil.
What were you going to do?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. But then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. I need to find Goots.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty-pated lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
For they are not lies.
Goose.
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue. Goots, was it? I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No.
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself!
Goots, no.
Enough, all of you!
Karen. But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit, though it was just Bogan. I thought the years might have taught you some sense. But I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs?
You bitch! Everything that happened, it was all your fault! And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
Goots, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck!
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this, me... So, wet legs. You remember what you told me when we lost an eye for an eye? Wise words, then. Wise words. And now, it's time to collect. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Is he...
Dead? No. It ain't easy going through life one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop, so I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? But...
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. But something tells me the Wet Legs... Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted...
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
Have you heard the latest from Twinside?
The fates seem bent on driving me from my inn. They want me out?
My lord Marquis, it is you. Then you received my letter.
I am Sebastian Rutherford, Chief Steward of your Lord Uncle's estate.
Of course.
Yes, my lord.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put...
1,000 apologies, my lord.
It's all right.
I am here at Martha's Ret, tasked with learning what I am able, and what I have learned is grim. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things... The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and the realm threatens to drift. Your Lord Uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is...
That sounds like...
It is. Hence my having...
Alas.
I have lost contact with... They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in...
So you want me to... I'll need to know whether...
One I sent to investigate.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down.
Thank you, my lord.
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire public. Let's hope someone here's seen something.
Look what they've left us.
Mummy?
The gentlemen of the town guard are strapped.
Someone's got himself in trouble.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Please! These men are trying...
I'll deal with this.
You that one's master, then? If you'd kindly pay the coin he owes us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than... He hasn't had many visitors since we...
I'd expect as much from...
Much has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon his men confiscated my...
The captain is no more.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way...
What of the Fist Central Command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawless...
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital, and those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria.
I'll find a caravan. You won't mind if I...
Not at all. Now, Devon, if he was bound for Oriflamme... There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere. Come on.
Be safe.
What happened here?
If you're with they've already released...
I'm not. I'm looking...
Then you found him. I am Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wells.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosette. It's been... Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some...
Bandits.
They looked more like field... It didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but...
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
All right. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach, visit the Vale, tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall.
They just couldn't resist, could they?
This one's ours, pretty boy.
Make for the town while you can.
You don't need to tell me twice.
This looks to be all...
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive, and I'm fine. Which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it.
Rockford, if you are to continue you first need to seek the...
I shall return to Northreach, right, but allow me to thank you for...
Don't thank me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I shall send a Bastolus as soon as I...
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already to... I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece. No need to ride from here.
There were ghosts at the gates, not days.
You needn't fret. The creatures...
To the meadows, then.
Let's go. Enough of you, are there? Hippocrates said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough to spot. This must be our way then. Right. Let's get this over with. Fire and flame! That's the wyvern's liver. Oh, I just need to find them. bright yellow with a heady scent. I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe. I see your...
The Rest's location affords a constant... Speaking of which, I received word from...
I only happen to be in the right place. They both seem to think the...
I am afraid that Grim Storm is in crisis. And if we are to free her, and we must...
As it is mine.
Seems the hideaway's lost its...
So?
I did, and he was as helpful.
And what precisely will I be cooking?
Blueback wyvern liver.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Now then, let's hope these grand old chefs of yore... And here we have it. Fried mortar. Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honor than...
So...
What? The crackle of the crust gives way to an all... It is a tour de force. A force of nature, even. A male...
I think he likes...
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking. But I
Decent. It's remarkable. Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women?
I'll give it some thought.
Nothing like a...
I didn't mean... I just thought...
Aye. Well, someone... I reckon the both of us would be work. You've always been me right, and I'd have you stay that way.
Well, I will. If you ever need help...
Why, you big... Fine. Play...
Thanks, Nan.
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But he'll need to start looking out for it. Till then, he'll need people to watch his back. Just like you did.
Of course.
Stop it. You make me one good. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours.
Trouble with your gear, or so will it be? That it? Fine.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised all yours? All done?
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Here you go.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they would allow it, the Echoes have a will of their own.
All right.
It's over.
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
You're injured. What happened here?
It swallowed my own men. There's a village not far from...
Rest well, soldier. You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go round it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Good. Got here in time.
Is someone there? Please, I can't move my leg.
That doesn't sound like an Akashic. You're with the battalion?
I am.
Taken care of. One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor.
His wound...
He was right to send you. Tabor is safe thanks to you. You seem...
You must have me confused.
Wait.
Son of a whore. I was there in Cosnis when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bet.
What of my ill will? Cow!
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it.
My oath!
I know how hard they are to keep.
No. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are...
Man. Like you.
I am nothing like you. Just know that I would...
You will regret killing me.
Fly, Ambrosia.
We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
That'll do, girl. Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
Here, take a look at my wares. Of course. Go safely.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yotei, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yotei has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yotei. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yotei and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloed Knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them, yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying. all the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce!
Forgive us! We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity!
How dare you!
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king! He has come to save us from the Akashic! He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools! Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her... citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough. Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city, her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike, his very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominants, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
Let's find our friends.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.